I'm Ricky Robertson. I've created nothing. I'm a representative of Nxt. I think the reason for alt currencies is that Bitcoin is not perfect. In fact, Bitcoin has some serious flaws in it, in my opinion. That's why I did a lot of research on various currencies and decided the one I wanted to get involved in was Nxt. It's a proof of stake coin rather than a proof of work. It does not use mining. If you do an in-depth investigation of what's going on with Bitcoin mining, there's exponential growth rate in the hash rate required, and exponential functions have a way of sneaking up on you. There will eventually come a point where there won't be able to make ASIC chips fast enough to continue the way it is, and at that point Bitcoin will have to change. When it changes, it will change into something like NXT is now. Yeah, I think that most of the altcoins out there, the vast majority, are just clones of Bitcoin. Various new developers have this lady's idea of we can do this and get rich too. And they take the Bitcoin open source code, make some small modification to it, and away they go, which is also why they're so easy to get to. You can get to their wallet because their wallet's just a minor change. Next, which is a company, or a coin rather, that I represent, does believe, getting back to your original question, that there's more to it than just currency that's involved. We are working on a number of functions, and that's why we dare to call ourselves a second-generation cryptocurrency. The main thing we're working on is a peer-to-peer exchange with gateway functionality to all coins, Bitcoin, Doge, Litecoin, so that someone that owns Bitcoin will be able to open their next wallet, although we don't call it that, and they will be able to transfer Bitcoin onto a Nxtcoin as a colored coin and assign this single Nxtcoin as being 50 Bitcoins or 100 Bitcoins or 20 Litecoin or Zetacoin, any coin, just assign it to Next, and then you can find another user on our network that is interested in buying that, and you can turn around and sell it to them, and it's all cryptographically locked in place and certified and so forth. And what you've done is you've avoided central exchanges such as Mt. Gox, and we think that is probably going to be a pretty popular idea. And that is what we offer as an alternative function to coins. And we have many others as well, but I won't monopolize that. I'll turn it over to.
Okay, I didn't understand most of what they were talking about.
Yay!
I'm just going to be... So what people don't understand outside of, these... You guys are in the inner circle. The people outside the inner circle do not care about the algorithm. They don't care about the blockchain. They don't care about any of that. The advantage you have of actually renaming a coin with the same technology is to avoid the stigma of things like Bitcoin. Like it or not, Bitcoin is scary. A lot of people are afraid of it. It's gotten a lot of negative press.
When we talk about the importance of marketing with Next, that definitely is a weak part of Next. Next is a very technical, it's a technical solution to a technical problem and done by technical people, and the marketing of it is very poor in my opinion, and I don't think anybody's going to shoot me for that. We talk about marketing strategies, and I think the one that resonates with everybody is the concept that Next is green. And the reason that Next is green is we don't go into this mentality of mining, and you need specialized mining rigs that use 350 watts and 1,000 watts and cost $2,000 and use $35,000 of electricity a day, which is what you calculate up to. And we don't have server farms in Iceland to use the cold air and the cheap hydropower and everything. I mean, that's nuts. Who in their right mind? It's like the United States is based on Saudi Arabian oil, and Bitcoin is based on Icelandic cold air.
Okay, wait. Let's test that. He said, who in his right mind would mine like that? Any miners?
Knowing
Okay.
a next alternative. Knowing the next alternative is... What? Huh? Okay. The next alternative to that is we don't mine, and we don't need complicated computers to do that. We can run our entire backbone network on Raspberry Pis at the moment for $35 a pop. And so we can put up, instead of $80 million worth, literally $80 million worth of mining gear, we can put up $35,000 worth of Raspberry Pis and run our entire network forever. And we don't have to worry about exponential hashing functions going up every month and every month and every month. And so we are, quote unquote, green. We don't need tens of millions of dollars worth of gear, and we don't need millions of dollars worth of electricity. We need little toy computers that they hand out to school kids in England.
Okay, okay. Do you have anything to say? I'm not quite sure how you would.
Yeah, well, actually...
Are you kidding? She said the best stuff so far.
So what you're actually doing with your marketing is interesting, because Bitcoin, I don't know if you guys know, but you're a bunch of libertarians and narco-capitalists.
No.
And what you're doing is you are tapping the liberal market. And you are making a coin that is very friendly to vegans and other people, like the liberal market. And that's really, really smart, because they are probably the most adamantly against cryptocurrency. Just FYI, so good move.
You're talking to me personally?
The green coin.
Take that, guys. So look into Next. Next has these things that we appeal to vegans.
I'm not a vegan.
Yeah, well, when you change your logo from this kind of modern NXT sort of thing,
yeah, that wasn't a brilliant move. To a little dog, we'd be
to a little sweet pea, and maybe a peach, then you're golden.
We had a logo competition that did have a nice green leaf on it, and it lost. That was just the technical people that voted. So.
And explain why the technical aspects of altcoin are more important than the marketing.
I have trouble believing that.
Depends on what your goals are.
We've got the tech part right. Why do we have to argue that? So,
okay.
But I see what you're saying. I think that it's really independent of the coin. It's the application or the implementation. I mean, something that's on a smartphone that lets somebody go buy a candy bar. They don't care what's behind it. They don't care if it's trading gourds or a code or whatever. If they can use their smartphone to buy a candy bar, they're happy.
So it sounds like you're each saying that your currency is very similar to Bitcoin.
Not me.
Okay. However, I've heard that, for example, Bitcoin is deflationary and that there's only going to be a certain number of them. And I've heard that
that's wrong.
Excuse me. Okay. And I've heard that a lot of them are inflationary. Is that the case?
My opinion is that Bitcoin and its clones are inflationary in our lifetimes, because they're generating new coins every 10 minutes for Bitcoin.
They're monetarily inflation, but
right.
They're not price inflation.
Monetary, well. Okay.
Yeah, and Dogecoin doesn't actually have a coin limit. Let's go.
Okay.
Next does have faucets set up where new users can go get coins for free just to get them started.
Okay, quick.
My name is Caleb, and with Script ASICs coming out, do you foresee any of the hundreds of Script altcoins making any changes to memory hardness?
Irrelevant to Next.